How are you? I don't think your hair looks Hagridy.
Oh, it does. It's that just washed herbal
Flamboyant,
essences.
buoyant. It's got like
Oh,
buoyancy to it. It's got a bit of like
it's got a bit of volume.
volume's a good word. Yeah, yeah,
We'll go
yeah.
with that one.
We'll go with volume. Should we break the ice? Oh, by the way, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of When Nerds Do Fitness. With me, Matthew Smart, your host, and our special geek guest, fantastic woman. Why don't you introduce yourself? Why don't you introduce yourself, your name, what you do, and most excitedly, what you've achieved in like, what was it? Was it 2 weeks ago?
No, 4 weeks ago now.
No,
I
that's gone
know.
quick.
So quick.
Go on. Throw everyone who you are, what you do.
Uh, so I'm Kat. Nice to meet you, or Kathryn Anastasia. Some will know me as if you've got me on the Instagram, but day-to-day life, just Kat. Day to day, I work in a uni, just doing academic admin stuff.
What's
Looking
that?
after students. So just looking after students. It's just,
Oh, okay.
it's cool, but
What, so like,
but
I'm lost. Whereabouts is the toilet? Actually, madam, it's just this way.
honestly, some days,
Is it like that?
some days, yeah, but no.
Oh,
I'm in the office. I'm tucked away. You don't see me.
Got you.
But yeah, then my main thing is bodybuilding. My passion, bikini wellness.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Is that what it's called? Bikini wellness?
Yeah, it's bikini
Oh,
wellness.
is that what it's called? Because I've always thought it's
Or
just
wellness.
Yeah.
Or shape. It
So,
depends.
so for
which
those
generation.
for those that are listening, men and women have different. If you're not into bodybuilding, or if you're not sort of too clued up on the subject, you've got lots of different categories, both male and female, and we have different names for which categories the body best suits, or we've built different categories in the world of bodybuilding to best suit different body types, bigger down the bottom, bigger up top, and smaller down the bottom, and all sorts of stuff. So what's wellness then?
Wellness is bigger down bottom.
Right.
So it's bigger glutes.
Everyone wants a big bum. So why is it different to bikini, let's say?
Because bikini, you're in proportion with wellness anyway.
Fluffy socks, by the way, has to happen.
Time of year.
Honestly, my tootsies are so cold.
Bed socks. I sleep with bed socks because you can't get to sleep if you've got cold feet.
You're right, but have you seen my stupidly big meal I have every night?
Yeah, it's like a feast for a king.
You know, men are quite overheated anyway.
Oh, are you like a radiator?
Yeah, my God, good God. I'm a guy that trains and eats a lot.
Kicking that blanket off.
That was very rude of me. Please continue explaining what wellness is. Go on.
Right. Yeah, so wellness is basically bigger glutes, bigger legs, more defined, but not to the level of like striation in which your figure and bikini toned girls kind of are. And then you're still shredded up top, but it's more balanced, shall we say. You've still got the delts, but they're more rounded and a little bit capped.
I'd find that really difficult, right? Well, I wouldn't, because I'd be doing it all the time and that'd be what I'd be doing. But I can't get too big. Wow, what a life to live. I'd love that. I can't. I've got to, like, train. I've got to train this. I remember I used to train with a girl called Georgie. You know, do you reckon? Yeah, Georgie Fit, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
She got the overall at the show I did in June, so she did fantastic. Got fucking sword and all sorts, right? And I remember we were training for I've known her for years, and we were training together frequently through the starter prep. And I remember her mentioning what her coach told her, something on the lines of, don't pick up any weights with your upper body, or don't shrug them, or don't take them off the dumbbell rack, or something. Obviously, he was taking the mick. But she just puts on so much muscle up top. She had to like limit the amount of time. I can't train upper body that much because I don't want to get too big. Oh, what? I'd fucking love that. That's what I'm trying to do.
I know, it'd be the dream. I've always been the tree trunk leg girl. In school, I was tree trunks. That was literally my nickname because my legs and arse were that big. Yeah. Granted, back in the day, it was probably a little bit of fat, But now, them tree trunks, they're winning me things.
Yeah.
So I am thankful for them.
So it typically it's how you're genetically pre-positioned, let's call it, that would usually narrow you into what sort of category you would take. Yeah,
because when I first started bodybuilding, I did my first prep as a bikini, just classic bikini girl. But as soon as I got on board with my coach, we knew I am not a bikini girl, I am wellness, but I didn't quite have enough tissue to go for wellness at that stage. Yeah. So we just mainly did my first ever prep as a see how you handle it, see if you like it, and if you do, great. After this, we'll jump into off season, build, and then next time, go for it. So I'm
going to throw you an icebreaker.
Oh gosh, okay.
Because it is cold, my feet are cold.
Okay.
Disney princess, Elsa or Anna. Do you like what I did there though? Icebreaker, and we're talking about Frozen.
Yes. Very good.
My good God.
Oh my God. So can I kind of have a bit of both, or is that not allowed?
No.
Oh,
absolutely not.
Then. Anna.
She's nicer though, isn't she?
Yeah, she's bonkers. Like, she just goes with it. She lives her best life. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like she's a good balance of the two. Like, she's a strong, independent, sassy woman who takes no shit.
So that's basically you then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm sass.
Am I quite a sassy man?
Yes, I think you are. But sass is good. Everybody needs a bit of sass and diva in them, I think.
Oh, but sometimes I really hate it when I'm being such a man right now. I hate it when women are just like really like, yeah, is that her? And I'm like, that just turns me right off.
There is a level. Yeah. There is a level. I like to think I'm not like that.
Sass at the right times. Sass at the right times. Bitch at the right times. Hoe bag at the right times.
That is one thing I'm not. Like, I can't do bitch. I just can't do it. I just get more sass, if anything.
Yeah.
I just think, being a bitch is just, why waste those precious moments?
It's just end. Do you know what I saw today?
Oh my God.
Did I like it or not? I was going to share it. It was basically, you can buy like this whiteboard. Can you read that the right way around if I do that?
Yeah.
You can. So that's what I got on my whiteboard, like right behind my laptop all the time. That was that's kind of like a bodybuilder's who I watch, his kind of like mantra. Okay. And then that was out of a book that I read. But sometimes it's weird, like things that just go zoom and they stick in, don't they? So basically, it's like a whiteboard poster.
Yeah.
And it has tiny little dots, but each dot is worth a week of 80 years. Okay. So by the time you buy this, you've got to scrub off how many squares you've lived.
Yeah.
Of weeks. And fuck, it is like, I'm going to get it 100%. I'm sure it's not much money. I'm going to stick it right there. Mm-hmm. And every week I've lived, I've got to scrub it off, and you've got fuck all squares left. Honestly, when you look at it and go, holy shit, I ain't got long.
It's a bit depressing.
And this is what I mean by being a bitch and wasting energy, or just being a dick, or being mean to people, or whatever it is that's not actually growing you or growing anyone else.
No, exactly.
You've just like
wasted.
You've coloured in that black with like grey because you haven't fully lived it. You've just been an absolute twat.
We don't like them.
No, we don't. I can be a twat. I can be a great twat.
A twat. I generally don't think you've got it in you, you know.
I can be mean. I can be a dick.
Everyone can be.
I'm trying to think of that time I was a deliberate dick though.
I think some people just can't be a dick. Like, it's actually generally harder for some people to be a dick and to be nasty than it is to be nice. Some people generally just don't have it in them, and I feel like you potentially may be one of them. Like, I feel like it'd be really hard work for you to be a dick.
You know how I'm a dick? This is how I don't know if anyone else is listening or you're the same. I don't know, but I am really good. This is my superpower. Okay, I've got a few superpowers, I say, but one of my superpowers is to completely eliminate people from my life really quick without fuss. Like, I can, like with a rubber, I can rub them out with one. I don't even need to go over the pencil marks. I just go, oh, you pissed me off once. you've pissed me off just once, so don't even bother giving you like a second chance. Stuff it. I'm just gonna go and just wipe you off the face of the earth.
I like that. I'm a little bit like that. I didn't used to be. Oh my gosh, I used to be the biggest. I'll give you another chance. I'll give you another chance. But now I'm just like, cross me once, adios amigo.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it could be the older we get.
Older and wiser.
Yeah, definitely. And the older you get, you kind of like, I ain't got that much time, so I'm not going to waste my time.
This is it. Time is precious, and you should only invest in people who help you grow and invest back in you.
Can I ask how old you are?
How old do you think I am? I always love asking people this because I get such a mixed.
Yeah. I'm going to go my age, 22.
Shut up. Stop it.
For the people that are actually only on audio and can't actually see what we're doing, I'm going like, no, I'm not. 28?
Correct.
Boom, same age.
Good. Yeah.
So what do you want to achieve within? I hate these sort of questions because we have absolutely no idea, but it's kind of nice to have like a little bit of a we kind of got an arrow towards somewhere. You're pointing somewhere. What do you want to get in the next 2 years?
In what, my bodybuilding life?
Let's go bodybuilding.
Okay.
And let's go career.
Bodybuilding.
Unless that was the mix. You want to get into bodybuilding and the fitness industry stuff. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Again, for the people that are only listening, I was just fingering my fingers. So you're going to have to go on YouTube and just skip to this bit.
Bodybuilding, compete in. So I'm taking quite a long off season.
Oh, yeah.
So that only really leaves a year for the competing side. But first of all, to get big and massive, and then compete in Europe. Try and go for that good old IFBB Pro.
So you're a professional now?
Yeah, in GBO NFM.
GBO NFM. God, there's fucking loads of initials and stuff in there.
Not many federations.
It's like,
Yeah, so do that one. I want to go back to NFM because they have my heart. They're just lovely.
There you go.
So go back to them, compete in Europe, maybe go America just for experience on a massive stage. And then just more placings, grow, develop. And then career wise, this is a fun one. I'm at a bit of a crossroads. Not too sure what I want to do in my life right now. So
cool. I like that.
Backstory.
That's cool. No, I know.
I used to be cabin crew.
Oh, okay. I can imagine you doing that, to be fair. And to your left and right, you have your exits. And seatbelts come down here. You do not wrap it around your husband's throat. You actually just secure yourself in. Oh, no, it's not a seatbelt. I just said seatbelt, didn't I?
You're made for cabin crew.
It is seatbelt. No, it's not. It's the
oxygen mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
I should have. It should have Darth Vader. And then...
I feel like people need to watch this one on YouTube just for your actions.
I'm thinking. I'm not going to do it because I've gone and started it now. But I'm thinking of getting rid of. I'm not going to get rid of Spotify because a lot of people like to listen to it, but I personally just prefer to watch.
Yeah. Kills time and cardio.
Definitely.
But anyway, yeah. So crossroads. Thinking of going back to cabin crew potentially. If not, potentially looking at moving abroad.
Cool.
So that, yeah.
Where?
Career-wise, I am very. Don't know.
Whereabouts in Europe? Or what does I say Europe? Whereabouts in another country?
It is Europe.
Oh, okay.
Portugal, I love. So I'm looking potentially Portugal or Greece, but Greece can be a bit like opportunity-wise.
Why are you going to move abroad?
Why not?
Oh, cool. It's literally one of them. Cool.
Literally one of them.
Yeah, they're the best.
Why not?
Yeah, because do you know what? I've put my name on already. Like, well, I haven't paid for it, but I'm already setting my sights on doing it. I'm going to do an African safari next year. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was meant to do one of these once and it didn't prevail for one reason or another. But yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Them elephants.
It's just there's different. was different, like different prices, different packages. You've got like a 2-week jobby at 10. I think it's like I think it's like 15 days, 15 with like 20 excursions. And then your second package is like a few days less, so about 11, 12 nights with maybe 15 or 10. And then you've got one for about $3,500. I think that's just the safari. So you've got to pay for flights and stuff like that, and all your food. Your food might be in it. And that's got 10 excursions. And I think that's the one I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be going by myself, probably. So, and you get to see the big five. So I think the big five, if I'm not mistaken, are rhino, lion, hippo. It's got to be hippo. It can't be giraffe, because I don't think one of them is giraffe. Should we Google this?
Google it. I know elephant. Is an elephant in there?
Got to be
And
elephant.
lion.
So what did we name? Get your fingers out. What did we name?
Elephant.
1.
Lion.
Rhino. Hippo.
Hippo. Is hippo?
Hippo's it's got to be.
Google. Get Google.
If you're watching on YouTube now, comment down below what you think the big five is and see if you're right, okay?
Oh my God, you'll see Timon and Pumbaa.
The big five. Ready?
Yes.
Lion. Get your fingers out. Good. Rhinoceros.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh, right, here it is. Sorry. As I was scrolling along with all the animals, there were like 20, so it wasn't the big five. Are you ready? Let's start again. Rhinoceros. Ting, we got that right. Elephant. Ting, we got that right. Lion. Ting, we got that right. The next two, one of which I definitely didn't think it was. Leopard is the next.
Ooh.
Over a cheetah, which is, don't know. And then buffalo.
I knew buffalo because I've always thought, why buffalo?
It's a cow.
Why buffalo?
Oh, did you go to Africa? Yeah, I did. I sat in a
buffalo.
Yeah, I know. I sat in a wagon with complete strangers coughing and spitting all over me, and we're all just sweating our titties off. What animals did you see, man? Oh, I saw a cow.
All that money to go and see a cow.
Yeah, $4,000 to go see a cow. I don't want to see a buffalo. I'm not interested in that, I don't think. In fact, it's a complete and utter bullshit. I'd be in awe if I saw a buffalo. I'd be like, look at the size of that.
Yeah, it's a big motherfucker.
Imagine how many burgers you could make with that.
Oh my God.
Someone, I don't think I should have done this, but I did it. Someone took a picture of some nice little baby cows, and she'll probably be listening, actually. I probably didn't offend her anyway. She loves listening to these things, so she'll be listening and go, oh my God, it's me. I met her in the gym the other day, actually, for the first time. Lovely lady. She actually made me treats for post-show, which I'll have to try.
We like those people.
We'll have to whip them. She's like a baker and things like that, cakes. Took a picture of these little baby cows in the corner of this, and they look cute as, and there's little kiddies there watching. I was like, oh, they look so cute and tasty. As in, not the children, the cows.
Oh, Matt.
I know. Yeah.
That just shows food's always on your mind, which
food.
I can relate.
Yeah, food. But if I go to an abattoir and I see pigs squealing, I'm not going to feel very hungry, I don't think, because that's not how they're supposed to be killed at all. Are you a meat eater? Are you a vegan? Are you a veggie?
All about the meat.
Are you?
All about the meat. Yes, I love it. I do enjoy the veggie, but...
Have you ever tried a vegetarian diet?
I actually have. You know, back in the day when you tried every diet, I think I did a veganuary or something like that, you know, because January is bad enough. Just take your meat out as well. Yeah, no, I can't do it. Can't do it. I love a nice steak or a chicken burger.
There are a few things that I've done within recent years, just randomly just going, oh, let's say if it was a cheat day. This would have been years ago that I did cheat days, flipping around, done them for yonks. And I would go heavy on it. Oh my God. Honestly, I'd go, we'll get to food in a minute. And What was I getting at? Just had mind block.
Your cheat days.
What was I getting at with the cheat days?
Back in the day, we're talking about vegan, veggie, and then
And in terms of like veggie foods and vegan foods, I've swapped a couple of foods out. Like I've gone like, so say like cocktail sausages, you could buy the vegan ones, which aren't real meat. But they taste exactly the flipping same.
Yeah.
And when I say they taste the same, I mean that. Like I'm not biased in any way, shape, or form. Cheese spread, like spreadable cheese, like Philadelphia. I go for the lactose free one. It's got like a little picture of a cow, funny enough, and it's lactose free. That tastes honestly better than Philadelphia.
Okay, I'll take your word.
It's really good. Not the mint one, not the herby one or the chili one. It's really good, and it's thicker and it's more luxurious. And I'm like, ooh.
I love a bit of luxurious.
Let's go. If your coach gave you a starter, main, and dessert of your choice, like your coach ran your life or something, tell us what you'd pick. You can have anything.
Okay, starter, it would be calamari, crispy calamari. It is the one. And then maybe a cheeky little bit of like halloumi on the side to dip into sweet chili sauce. So it's kind of like, I like a bit of a tapasy starter.
Same.
A few little bits.
Okay.
And because you can carry them through to your main if you don't finish them at the starter.
Never happens, but we can carry it to the main.
And then main, oh my gosh. Okay, there is so many things I could eat, but my go-to is always a proper authentic Italian pizza, like wood fire. It's cooked like a wood fire, 90 seconds.
It's thin, yeah,
in and out.
With
pulled pork mac and cheese.
Hello.
Yeah, on
down,
the pizza,
boy, down.
It would be all the meats on the pizza.
Oh my god!
And then a dipping sauce of truffle. I can never say the word, but you know, like of that avioli. No, that's not it. But you know what I mean. The dipping sauce that you can get, like a truffle mayo, for example.
You're posh as anything. I've never heard of a truffle mayo.
No,
when I ask for mayo, I'm expecting some skanky Heinz with like some, and like when you open the lid of like a brown sauce,
you can actually get truffle mayo. You can get truffle mayo. Heinz do one, and
what sauce would you like, madam? The guy would go ketchup. Other guy would go barbecue. Mayo. Oh, can I have a mayo? Don't trouble you.
I love truffle, okay? Truffle is fine.
I'm not troubling you for it. Just a little pot of truffle mayo. Am I?
Caviar on the side as well, please.
Have you ever had that? I've never tried that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's very fishy.
I have in Rome, of all places. I know, posh. It's me. Oh shit!
Caviar.
So what it was, we went to Rome, dirty city, probably dirtier than London. Dirty.
Beautiful.
Rubbish everywhere when I went.
True. It's tourists.
Good point. I met a woman. Hang on. I'm not going to laugh. I met a beggar on the street. There were many of them in the city. Okay. This particular woman had one arm, not one arm missing, one arm on a skateboard with a McDonald's cup in her mouth. Let me continue. She's obviously asking for me to spare some change. Okay. I said, no, thank you. She wheels off somehow. Okay. Right. She has one arm. She has stubs for legs. I look back. She stands up with two full legs and uncovers her second arm from a big long coat. She clocks that I clocked her. She did nothing, turned around and just walked away. Like, yeah, bitch, what are you going to do? And I was like, whoa, you whore bag. What are you doing? It's terrible. Good job I didn't spare my scent.
God.
Huh?
Wow. No words. But do you know what I was trying to do then? I was trying to visualize her on this skateboard. Like, what was she laid with?
So it was more like So this is covered, so you can't see this bit.
Yeah.
Her upper thigh and knees are there, so like quads, no knee pass. So she could be sitting on. She was using the one arm.
Oh.
I'm not joking.
Surfboard in the sea.
Oh, she was whipping around those streets like nothing. You know those little skateboards boys used to have at school, these little trick skateboards? Oh, she was just, she was wicked. Yeah.
I mean,
is it the Spanish Steps in Rome? Spanish Steps, is it called? Beautiful, like marble carved statue, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about like a wall with a fountain.
I know what you mean. Oh my god,
stunning. I'll get a picture up for the YouTube lot. Spanish Steps.
What's it called?
Spanish Steps.
Is it the Spanish Steps?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is.
I'm thinking of that fountain.
No, you are right. It's not the Spanish Steps.
You were just like the Spanish Steps. I was like,
no, it's not the Spanish Steps. What's it bloody called?
Is it not the fountain?
Rome Fountain. Fountain Trevi?
Yeah, Trevi Fountain. Is that what she was? I
will retract my statement. It was Trevi Fountain.
You were so confident as well. You were like,
Spanish Steps. For those that don't know what it looks like, that are watching on the old tube, it looks like that.
And you throw the money in and just
glory. Yeah, I didn't spare my change into the water either. Did you see my story earlier? You'll see it later on Instagram. My shoes falling apart. Did you see that?
Oh, with you like that? Yeah.
I'm poor. I got no money.
It all goes on food. We spend all our money on food.
I put my money in the right places. That's what I'm going to say. If any woman out there, my future wife, is listening, right? I do spend my money, but I spend it on the things that I need and not that I want. Okay, so those shoes that were falling apart, I'm probably going to keep beating them up for a good couple more weeks until I step in a puddle, it pisses me off, and they're going in the bin.
Oh, it is wet season as well.
Yeah. Do you prefer, see, I just saw that Pepsi Max lime. What are we saying? Are we saying cherry Pepsi Max? Are we saying lime? Have you tried the Coke strawberry when you go into the posh cinemas now? Have you tried that? That's great.
You see, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm a Pepsi girl. I used to be Pepsi cherry, and then lime came into my life.
Am I the only one that doesn't taste the difference? You know, when they're like, are you a Coke or Pepsi? I'm like, it's just a fizzy fucking pop.
No, Pepsi's sweeter. It's nicer. Nah. Coke's just kind of like, Coke's like a Monday morning. It's not the best, you know, you get through it. whereas Pepsi is like a weekend. It's like, Friday.
Is it a Friday?
It's Friday every day.
Hang on. So the Diet Coke is just a Monday at 9:35. Okay, and Sandra from the reception desk just came in and she's pissing you off.
Lukewarm, you know.
Oh, it's rank. But a Pepsi Max is 3:35 in the afternoon on a Friday afternoon, isn't it? And it's like,
oh, those dancing feet are going. You're getting the Friday feeling. The tunes are on. Tingling the taste buds.
I want to get into something, and we spoke about this before or during the time that I invited you on here.
Okay.
And really, it was me explaining the premise of this whole bloody thing, this podcast, why we're doing it, why we started it, who's it for? And no doubt it'll evolve into something else and other things will swing in. And that's the point, right? Everything. That's it. And one of the main reasons is I want to bring out stories of why people got into training, why people got into fitness. And people kind of know my story, and I've sort of delved into it on the first episode. If you want to scoot back, you can. And I wanted to listen to people's stories because sometimes they're not all fancy pantsy. You weren't like, you know, the number one sexiest kid at school who played football and he's definitely going to go into football. And, you know, the big chunky rugby guy that's always playing, he's the popular kid and now he's playing rugby. Lots of people have different stories. They could have been bullied. They could have been this. They could have been that, whatever it might be. What is your origin, like Wolverine? Oh my God, I just whip them out. This is just filth. The origin story. Oh, I'm so nerdy. It's so bad.
So good.
What's your origin story? Why'd you get into training?
Training before
yes, no, not bodybuilding stuff. Just go straight into the beginning, you know? What do you think you could, if there is anything, what could you point out?
I was always the fat kid. I was the kid that was eating a chocolate bar on the bus at 7 a.m. I was that kid.
Could you potentially share a photo of your fatso?
Oh my God, have I got?
I'm sorry.
I haven't got a
fatty. Just show us a photo.
I haven't got a school fatty. I've got a fatty before I started to take my training seriously.
Go on, share it. If you want to share it, you don't have to share it. It'll show people.
I apologise for people's eyes.
Don't say that.
Oh, you wait.
But to make you feel better, I will do it as well. Get your fattest. Get your fattest
Have I
picture.
got my fattest? My fattest.
I've got mine up. We'll do it the same. We'll do the great reveal.
Do a reveal.
And people can vote. Oh, this will be quite good. So people that are listening only via Spotify, I do apologise.
I don't think I've got my fattest.
I'm going to win. This is Top Trumps. We're playing Top Trump, Fatty Top Trump. Oh, it could be a new thing. Fatty Trumps? Could you call it Fatty Trumps?
Oh, I look. These could win.
Okay. This is called Fat Top Trumps. I'm going to try and beat you.
Are we doing?
Try and explain.
Are we doing front, side, and back?
Just front.
Oh, but I don't look fat from my front.
Yeah, I suppose women don't typically do those from the side or back.
I mean, I don't look small. But...
Go on, you do yours.
Well, this is my front.
Yeah, you can definitely see that you're genetically. Is it called pear-shaped?
No, it's hourglass. I'm actually hourglass. My waist.
I have no idea.
My waist is tiny. But look at me from the side.
Okay, yeah.
And then from my back, the Tonka truck was backing up a lot.
Whoa. Meg the Stallion. White Meg. You ready?
You know, from that safari, I could have been mistaken for a buffalo.
I'd say I would say a rare white rhino.
I wouldn't go rare, but I'd say a white rhino. Go on.
Top trump you?
No. You see, I'm definitely. I think I win. I think I win.
Put your phone up. Okay. That's ridiculous. I win that. People that are on YouTube watching this, I've won.
Don't think you do.
Get your face in it as well. Move your phone over. No, not that. Get your face in it. Okay.
I don't know.
So I'm going to move mine up and now move yours down.
Mine's gone off.
Move yours down a bit. And then close further away from the screen. Or try and match that up.
But you see, like, we're not the same on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Like on my screen, you're in the top left.
Everyone that's listening, we're trying to match our fat pictures up so her face is my body, or vice versa. Yeah, but look at the tire I've got down on the bottom of the stomach there.
Yeah, but look at that.
Yeah, maybe it's equal. Maybe it's in relation. How heavy were you?
I feel like we're definitely potentially on par.
How heavy were you?
At my heaviest, I was 14.5 stone, I think, at my heaviest.
And you are how tall?
5'7".
Pretty heavy then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy. So I always carried it well though. But yeah, I was.
Yeah. I was 18, 9 stone.
And how tall are you?
5'10", 5'11", between that. So that was really quite heavy for me.
Mm.
Yeah. So and then at that point, I dropped my body weight from this is when I had a really bad relationship with food. By the way, we'll get back to your origin story. We've just gone completely off subject here. I had a bad relationship with food when I was at my heaviest, looking at food as like not like an escape. I just loved fucking food. And I just loved eating it. So I'm going to eat it more. I don't really like naming it as this is the reason why I did it. I just ate the food because I was lazy and a twat and I liked eating.
Mm-hmm.
And then I completely lost it and dropped half of my body weight and went down to 9 stone.
Wow.
From 18 to 9. I dropped 50% of my body mass. Yeah, it was crazy.
How long?
It was probably within about a year. Probably
Oh,
within
okay.
one.
So it wasn't like a drastic, like.
No. It'd be at a point, this is a good story for people to know. I was in that much of a position with my food habits when I was at my worst at like 9 stone at 5'10", 11. For my tea time meal, my last meal of the day, I'd get a chicken breast and I would sandwich it between some grease-proof paper and rolling pin and slam it so it looked big. So I would feel like it would fill me up a bit. I don't know how I worked it out. And then this is the weird bit. I don't know why I figured this one out, but I had half a tin of peaches, like tinned fruit.
Yeah.
And I would fry that up with my chicken. It tasted glorious, to be fair. Like caramelized chicken with like caramelized fruit sauciness. It was all right. But it was pittance. It was like no food at all. Like, it was terrible. That's how I did it.
You see, I had a bit of that when it was in school and I was trying to not be a fatty anymore. Year 11, prom year, important year. My friends would take the piss out of me because I would literally eat iceberg lettuce and a grape for my lunch. And then I would go home and we'd be sitting for a family dinner and I wouldn't finish my dinner and I'd just be like, I've eaten during the day. So I started to have a bad relationship then with food. I mean, fucking lost shitloads of weight, but yeah, my friends, we still laugh about it to this day about, oh, do you remember when you did the grape and iceberg diet? Because literally, if someone offered me food at school, they'd be like, oh no, she's had a grape. It was bad, but that's what them bloody bullies can do to you at that age. Like,
come on then, tell us why you got into training originally then.
Oh, so that was school, and then after prom, obviously college. And it was kind of back in the day where the thigh gap was in, cardio bunny was cool. Mm-hmm. So I joined the gym, me and my friends did, just as something to do. And then I kind of really got into it. I got to the stage where it was like 3 hours of cardio a day. Just because, the more calories you burnt, the better you feel. Because, those machines tell you the truth. So yeah, that happened. And then I started working in a gym. And I started to educate myself on nutrition. And I got my first ever coach, but back in the day, it was more just PT. It wasn't really nutrition as well. And then it was kind of from that point that I started to see, if you fuel your body correctly, you can eat what you want and like train hard and have your little treats. So that it was from bullying. And I've always been the fat one of the family. Like my older brother, his metabolism, he can't put on weight. Like his is super quick, whereas I am the slug of the family. Like, so yeah, that was kind of it was from school. It stemmed from school, and it's quite ironic now that people from school that used to bully me.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
It's good, isn't it? It's such a good feeling. It's like, hey.
So good. But yeah, so it was the classic, got bullied in school, come for 8 to get through it, ended up getting fatter, and then I blossomed. I hit puberty. I grew. And then from here, and then I just
Can you, if you want to share, can you any specifics in what type of bullying, how they bullied you?
I'd have food thrown at me when I was on the bus. I would get shouted at down the corridor. I had stuff stolen from me. If I was hanging around with like my group of friends in school, their bullies would come across and like literally push me out of the way. I had my hair set on fire in school by one of them. School is a nasty place, but
I can add to that. So we had one occasion, I was in the changing rooms, and the bullies knew I had asthma, right? This is like, if you think about it, it's like, and they're not, and it's really weird. I used to look at them as like, they're way bigger than me and they're way more confident than me. They seem like adults, but they're the same age and I'm only 14. and
Yeah.
it was a bit of a weird one. They started getting changed near me in the corner. So they were all in the corner. I was in the dead corner of the room. Benches sort of met in the corner. I'm getting changed. They started getting changed around me, and then get all their Lynx cans, and they were just spraying like deodorant, like aerosol deodorant cans.
Yeah.
Spraying it, and I had an asthma attack. Yeah, and there was another occasion actually at school. It was a weird. It wasn't a very spiteful thing they did, but if they found out it was your birthday, this wasn't just the bullies, by the way, it was just a year thing, a school thing. If people found out it was your birthday, they would chase after you at lunchtime, grab you, swing you like this, and chuck you into the sand pit and kick loads of sand over you. All right. It wasn't like happy birthday.
Yeah.
Be having a wonderful time. It was, I'm going to kick sand over your face. Someone found out it was my birthday, so I was pegging it. I am not getting sand pitted. You can suck one. I am going to hide. I'm going to sprint my tits off. So I did, and had an asthma attack. So yeah, and I was like on the field like gasping against the football post, and they would get the blue inhaler and they were just going bam, and I'm like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do it, because it doesn't. When you're having an asthma attack, I really tick the typical nerd, don't I? And I have asthma. And I'm allergic to peanuts, genuinely.
Oh
and,
my God.
Yeah, I know. I tick every nerd box. Every nerd box. And yeah, the blue, the reliever, the one that you see everyone have. It doesn't do anything when you're an asthma attack. You need to just chill.
Yeah. One of my ex-boyfriends from back in the day when I was a lot younger died of an asthma attack.
Really?
Yeah. And people just don't understand how serious they are.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Yes, they are bad. They are bad. But anyway, that is why I got into cardio bunny life.
Talking of like allergies,
I've got no allergies.
You know when we first met at that Fit Expo?
Yeah.
Here's a funny story for you. You go to each stand, and it was when me and Xander met and saw you and Mercedes, right? Yeah. And we were like, go to that stand and buy that protein truffle, and go there, get that brownie, and go there, because we're just fat boys. And we're like, go get that donut, go get that there. And not go see that boy, he's fit, or go get his number. Or just go.
It's all about food.
Just go get the free fucking food, because that is just what we're here for. And all free samples
that weekend.
So we were just like, we were dotted between, and I was so careful. Does that have any hazelnuts in it? Does that have any nuts in it? Oh, I've got an allergy. Does that? I would just have the plain one. It was so good. And then, do you know of a company called Build and Bakes, or Bake and Build, or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a stand there, and for some weird reason, I just had no filter. I just went straight in, and went straight in for this sweet potato-y, whatever it was, brownie thing. And Xander can vouch for me on this, and we'll have him on one day. He was stood right next to me, right? And I placed it into my mouth, the brownie piece, and it touched my tongue. Not even like within 1 second, I said, has this got nuts in it? I was like, has this got nuts in it? Because my body straight away could taste, feel, sense it in my gob. I spat it out, went straight to the toilet. But the funny part of this story was I completely forgot about the guy, because obviously I want to survive. So I'm gargling and spitting and sorting myself out. We just crack on and get on with the rest of the day. And I don't even think about the chap like who gave me the brownie, because it's not his fault. And I would have said, I'm okay now. Completely forgot about him because I was really excited. We fall upon him at the end of the day. He's like, grabs me by my shoulder, and he's like, are you okay? How are you? I'm so sorry. I'm going to send you a pack of brownies for free, like nut free. And I'm like, oh, legend. I'm not going to say no to that. So they did in the end. Wonderful peeps.
They are very good brownies. Build and Bake, the ones. Matt is lovely as well. So
are you more of you're a brownie or a blondie?
Blondie. I make the best blondies, FYI. Are
you a cookie, or are you a brownie?
A cookie.
Okay. Are you a oaty cookie or a chocolate chippy cookie?
Chocolate chippy cookie.
See, that's where we're different.
No, you
By
see,
a million
oaty
percent.
cookies.
You don't like them?
Like, if they're right, I only like oaty cookies, and this is going to blow my own trumpet if I make them, because I feel like the
Because you
oaty
put
ones
truffle
that
mayo in it. That's why, isn't it?
like gold.
Yeah, you like flake a bit of truffle
I
mayo
feel like
on there.
I feel like when you buy them from like shops or somewhere, they can be a bit dry. Oh yes.
That's good. Be a bit dry.
But
yes, I can see that.
But if it's like a granola one, like a granola flapjack, take my money. Take my money. Like, yeah, if we're on about, like, say you go in Tesco and you're gonna get a bag of cookies, you know those ones. It's always got to be the granola. Like, always got to be the granola or the shortbread.
Oh, yes. And it's got a dusting of sugar, and each like bite. Hang on, it's the shortbread. Shortbread is one of my top. It has to be top 3 confectionaries. Shortbread by any time.
Dunked in a nice brew.
Even just the fingers with the little dots with the Scottish pack. Yeah. You know, it's got like Scottish tartan on
it. Yeah. Deadly.
It is sexual. Like,
it's like, yeah, it's a drug.
You bite into it, it's kind of soft, and then you get the crunch and the snap. And I am not having one shortbread finger. I'm going to continue to demolish the entire pack and go in for seconds.
It literally takes you to a place where you can't interact with the world. You are just caught up in this moment of sweet, succulent.
I had that moment where 2 clients on 2 occasions, they didn't know each other. They're not with me at the moment. They're not with me anymore. They bought me a jar of pick a mix before the first show, and I didn't eat it after the first. I waited till after the second to enjoy the jars of pick a mix, and I was in like this weird trance one moment of this day, and I was just with the jar. I think the telly was on, and I didn't look away.
No.
I didn't look away. I didn't look in the jar. I didn't respond to anybody. I don't know. No, I don't think anyone was in the house anyway. But I was just boom, 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 and I got rid of. I say that's like a 1.5 litre.
Yeah.
I reckon from there down get that amount of sweets without thinking about it.
Wow.
Easy.
You see, sweets aren't. I like a sweet, but I am chocolate.
Me too. I'm definitely chocolate. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Like when I'm that guy, if I'm with someone and we get a pick a mix, I'm always chucking chocolate in it. So I'm always chucking chocolate raisins.
Chocolate-coated raisins. Oh yes.
They are the best.
Chocolate-coated raisins.
Oh, mate, honestly.
So underrated.
I spoke about this. I think I spoke about this with Sammy. It was on another episode.
Right.
And it was my top 3 confectionery. It'll have to be now chocolate. Yeah, chocolate raisin's number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Chocolate raisin, and then it's going to have to be shortbread in that top 3.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe a crisp, but I'd have to have a really good think about a crisp.
Oh yeah.
I like the pop chips. I like them. They're quite nice.
No, it'd be like a crinkle cut one. I like a crinkle cut, a good crunch. A crisp has to have a really good crunch, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I really, really enjoy this is a cheese and onion Walker's. Fantastic.
Fun cocktail.
Yeah, great. I like that. But cheap. I used to be a salt and vinegar guy all the time.
Going back to my fat day, we used to have a crisp box under the stairs.
Of course you
and
did.
A chocolate biscuit jar.
Yes.
Yeah, a little fatty here. She'd had a bad day from being bullied by being fat. Yeah. Would go and take about 6 bags of crisps and then about 4 or 5 penguins from the chocolate biscuit jar and hope that mother wouldn't notice. So
let's look at this from like a I know I'm getting really nerdy here, but let's look at this from like a physiological standpoint. Yeah. Why do we search for food when we feel sad? What is the result in that? How can we link those two? When we feel under the weather, when we feel bullied, sad and upset, why do we look at food? Or why do a lot of us,
Because
because a lot of us don't, because let's say if I'm sad now, I don't search for food. I search for an escape, not in a bad way, such as gaming. So if I'm pissed off, if I'm knackered, if I can't be arsed, I'm going to whip up a game and immerse myself. So why do you think that we immerse ourselves into calories?
Because it's immediate comfort. It's like
So,
sensories,
so you're saying that dopamine
Yeah.
release, that happy hormone, that serotonin,
that lasts whilst you're eating it, but then the minute it's finished, you just feel shit. Do you know who you remind me of then? Gaston.
Oh, Gaston. I eat 12 dozen eggs. I just said dozen. I don't have a lisp. I don't even have a lisp. A few people say I would suit Gaston. I am not a Gaston.
You could pull it off though. You could pull it off.
Maybe. I'm more of a Prince Ali. I'm more like, what's his name? Jasmine and
Aladdin.
Oh my God, why did I think? It's because I was singing the song and going Ali. I didn't know what that was short for then. I'm more of an Aladdin.
You could do Gaston as well.
If you could play...
It's the smirk. You can do the Gaston smirk. That's what it is.
I'm going to pull him up now, see if I can do it. If you were a Disney... How could you... Okay, so Disney characters, every Disney princess or every Disney male, if you refer yourself to that, because we are all inclusive around here. If you could say what Disney princess you are much suited to, who would you end up being, do you think?
Oh, much suited to.
Do you know what I mean when I say that? Yeah.
But so this is much suited to, not my favorite, but much suited to.
Not what your favorite, not who your favorite is. Who do you think you are as a Disney princess? And I can't really answer that because I don't know you that well.
Yeah. It would have to be one of the slightly rebellious ones, like Anna or like the Little Mermaid.
Okay. I can see the Little Mermaid.
People that want to like rebel to do what they want to do and not have a life dictated by others. Independent, sassy women.
So the lady from Tangled.
Yes, how did I not think of her?
Because you're just not as geeky as me, and you've got blonde hair.
No, what's her name? What is her name? I'm such a... Oh my God, Tangled's one of my favourite ones. It's not Aurora, not Princess Aurora.
Who are you talking about? Oh, the Princess Lady. What's she called?
Yeah.
I should know it really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, exactly. You're calling me out and you don't even know. But yeah, I'd be one of those. I wouldn't be one looking for love. I'd be one that's rescuing herself.
I cannot do the Gaston face at all.
Yes, go on, show me.
Ah.
No, that's not the... No, what's the one below that? What's the one below it? Where he's got his arms crossed.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah. You could do that one. Go on. Yes, you see.
Pull up the Gaston and I'll do that. That's a can I share that? That's a dream of mine. I would absolutely love to get into film, television presenting, and one of which I would love no more but to do a pantomime, to be in a pantomime.
Apply, go, audition.
Honestly love it.
You know what I want
every night, every day, twice a day for a stint of 3 weeks around Christmas, doing the same show, meeting little kiddies and taking photos with them and making families all happy and
can I make you jealous?
The cast. What?
I was once in an Aladdin panto.
You're a twat, aren't you?
I used to do drama on like every weekend, and yeah.
Your truffle mayo. That's where you got it from. So what's your favourite? So what pantomimes have you been to? What shows?
Like
what sort of do you like shows? Do you like shows like theatre?
I love musicals and theatre. Like that is one of my biggest.
Yeah. I'll tell you the ones that I've been to. You go where I'll go. We'll play tennis.
Okay. So theatre, musicals, are we doing that first? Everything.
Yeah.
Lion King.
Lion King Lyceum.
Okay.
Very good, wasn't it?
It was so good.
I cried twice.
I'll trump you.
Oh, okay.
Lion King in Disneyland.
Yeah, it's probably going to be better, isn't it? Yeah, I've never been to Disneyland. But you know, when I say I'm going to go on an African safari, I know I would. I know I would. When I say I'm going to go I would love to go to Disneyland, but I am not going by myself. That is a shared experience. No, I don't believe.
Granted, it is.
Yeah, I can't see myself going to Disneyland by myself. I'm the tallest, or I'm with all the parents because they're all children.
Yeah.
And I'm not with someone else. You know?
Shall we get a group of us? Let's go on a Disneyland holiday.
That would. What an idea!
I am there. I'm on that plane. I am there.
I'm going to get a group.
My Minnie Mouse ears.
I'm going to get a group chat going with all my guests. Okay, right?
Do it.
The residents, the ones that will come on a regular, maybe, or they enjoy it. Not the ones that I'll have on one-off because they probably don't like me. And we'll get a Disney.
Oh my God, we can all walk around with our ears.
Scarlett would go mad. She wouldn't even think. It would just be a. Do you know who Scarlett is?
Yeah.
Scarlett, yeah. She would just go. She would actually be pissed off that I'd ask her. I think she would actually be pissed. She'd actually be pissed off if I said, "Just wondered if you would be interested." She'd be like,
"How dare you?"
Yeah, probably. Cool story actually. In terms of like the entertainment thing, I almost was very, very close to working with TUI, the holiday people.
That's who I flew for.
Oh, there you go. My sister works for TUI, actually. But she I don't think she even knows this story. I don't know, actually. But I got through to the final stages to go to the headquarters in Derby. I think the headquarters in Derby.
Yeah.
To then be flown out to Cyprus to be entertainment and sport staff.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was a PT at the time, and one of my clients said, "Holy crap, why aren't you doing this?"
Yeah.
It's what I do, or what I used to do. I can't remember if she did it at the time when I was training her, or that was her past, job, past role. And I was like, okay, stuff it. So my first, this is great actually. So you had to fill out a form with some notes. Why you? What you should do. And I just thought, F it. These are true things. I can catch, and I think it was 36. I've done like a funny, stupid, spoofy video of me throwing grapes and catching them in my mouth. And I caught like 36 in a minute. Okay. Right. So I said, because they said, why would TUI, why would TUI take you on? What's so special about you?
Yeah.
And I said, I can catch 36 grapes in my mouth in a minute. And then the second one was, I've PT'd a dinosaur. And basically I did a spoofy, stupid video of my mate in a big dinosaur suit, and I was PT'ing, right?
One of those little ones.
Yeah, those stupid big dinosaurs. Yeah. Those big T-Rexes, And they lapped it up. They absolutely loved it, because you had to send links of these videos.
Yeah.
They loved. They were like straight in for second stage. The second stage is, how cool was it for a PT to receive this request? It was for me as a PT as well. Could you please video yourself? Tick. Could you please video yourself for 30 seconds reenacting a fitness class to a group of people, but the group of people aren't there. You just have to reenact it and pretend they're there. For 30 seconds, introduce the class, run it for maybe 15, and pick your favorite piece of music. And I nailed it, obviously. There are things that I'm really crap at in life, but that I can do pretty darn well.
Yeah.
So knocked out of the park, and then I got invited, but basically, cut a long story short, I didn't go because I was so business minded at the time. I said to myself, I can't imagine myself stepping off of the plane with the heat hitting my face, and there's a volleyball and there's cocktails and laughter. I think about when I step off the plane when I'm finished back in England with no business, no money. Where am I going?
Yeah.
So I thought, that isn't worth that. And that's what I'm like in life a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I outweigh things. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Forever planning ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly that.
Yes. It's what you got to do. You got to do that. I feel like as well, naturally as bodybuilders, you think like that because you don't think of the short term. You think years ahead. You have to think years ahead because you just got to.
Yeah, maybe that sort of mindset that I had before. Maybe that's a reason why I'm not going to say I'm successful at bodybuilding because I'm not, but I am successful at dieting and things like that. So that stronger mindset, I may be able to carry over into that. You know,
you're strong-willed.
Tell us what what you think the reason why you are on planet Earth. What are you here for? Do you know the answer to that? Have you because by the way, you don't need to know the answer. You don't need to know the answer. You don't need to know what you're, because you've already said yourself, you're kind of like, I don't really know what I'm doing. But do you know what that's like a job? That's like, I don't know what I'm doing with jobs.
Yeah.
But what do you reckon your mission is? Your quest?
I like to think that I make people see what they're truly capable of.
I like
and
that.
Their true potential. And that they may feel shit about themselves, but actually you've got X, Y, and Z, and you can. I like to let people see that they truly can achieve anything. And I honestly think that has come from me being in a place where I was to here. And I just like, my mission is to make people see that anything is possible. Like,
have you ever thought about getting into, I don't know, like therapy? If you want to help people that directly, have you ever thought about being a therapist or something like that?
Yes and no. I don't know. I think therapy is great. I've had therapy. I think everyone should have it because it does open up things that you may not potentially think about, and it helps you grow because it unlocks just more doors.
I can see that.
But no, I'm an unofficial therapist, shall we say. I like to think that I do find that people naturally open up to me, and I do feel that I like to make an impact on people's lives in one way or another, whether it's making them realize that they have potential in certain things, or that, I don't know, I'm yabbering a little bit, but yeah, that's my mission. I just kind of, I want to meet people and be like, okay.
Why do you feel that? That's good. That's very good. Why do you think that you feel open to everyone? Because
I don't judge. I think that's one of the biggest things.
Yeah. So people find it easy to confide in you.
Yeah.
Because you're not constantly being a bitch.
Yeah. And I think also when people tell me things, probably some of the deepest, darkest things that they don't want to tell anyone, not necessarily something bad that they've done to someone, but something that they're feeling, or like a negative feeling.
Yeah.
And I don't judge, and I'm never like, well, why are you doing that? It's I try and understand and try and help them understand why they potentially may be feeling like that. Yeah, and what's got them to that place.
I think you'd be quite good in terms of like that mental health side of things.
Funny you say that. Yeah, no, I'm very passionate about my mental health and helping others.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my mission, just to make people smile and realize that life isn't really that bad.
No, it can be very bad. That was that.
It can be.
Don't worry, everybody. It's not that bad.
But
yeah. In terms of like the people around you, who would you say that your most influential person is in your circle of peeps? Have you got a big circle or a small circle? How would you consider your circle?
My circle got smaller but stronger.
Yeah, I do find that as you get older, you hear that a lot. That people don't really, if you think about it, you might be quite like a popular adult. You might have a few people and like quite a few people that you know. But I know a lot of adults that don't have like a huge, because it's very, I find, immature, maybe, I could be wrong. It's kind of immature to go, oh my God, I've got lots of friends. Yeah. It's like, I don't care.
I know a lot of people, but I don't have a lot of friends.
I don't like humans. Have them all. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. By the way, I don't mind people.
Yeah. Now I've got my friends that I've been friends with since I was like 11, 12. Like we've grown up, like all us girls.
Yeah.
We're planning our 30th together. Like that. I've got that circle of friends.
What are you gonna do?
Well, we were on about potentially Vegas.
I've been there.
Have you seen Bridesmaids?
Yes, such a good movie. The shit scene in the toilet.
Me and the girls are literally, that would be us on the plane.
Yeah.
We would probably get to Vegas and be sent straight back. But yeah, so we're on about Vegas, but we will see, because there's potentially babies on the horizon, there's a wedding on the horizon, there's a lot. Yeah. But Vegas is one that everyone's, I've been with my ex,
I've been. Cool.
But I've never been on like a girls' Vegas.
Yeah, I went with an ex. I went to Vegas. That was and I don't want to ruin it. We stayed at the Venetian, by the way.
Oh God, we stayed at the MGM.
That's the boxing one, isn't it?
Yes, but not the boxing one. It was the other one. It was the sister MGM, whatever. Not the green one.
That's the one I'm thinking.
You're thinking of the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where you stayed?
No, the one next door. The other, is it MGM
Grand?
Signature? No, I think the green one's the Grand.
Oh, okay.
Comment below.
Yeah, please comment down below. Do you remember outside the Kiss, which is the Caesar's Palace with the fountains? Did you watch the fountains? That was wicked. We went New York on the roller coaster out the side of the building. We went typically right after a week. It was within a week after the shooting.
Oh.
And we went to the Vegas sign, and there were boards, and I've got my signature, which no doubt they definitely haven't got rid of that. They can't have. So my signature's on that board there that I signed, and you would look up at the Gold Hotel where the shooter shot from, and you could see the window. They replaced the window that he shot or broke to shoot out of. He replaced it with, they replaced it with like a different shade of gold, because you could just, you were looking at this perfectly crispy gold building, and there was one tiny window that was just an off yellow, like an off gold. And it was like, oh, that's eerie. That came out of that. And everyone was enjoying themselves at musical events. I don't know if I'm like, it's not an overthinky thing. I think this is just like a boy. I don't know if girls think like this, but I know boys do. We kind of like look at events like, oh, this could be like a Call of Duty thing, or this could be do you ever go into big events, like musical events? Do you ever like big crowds of people, London Underground, Tube, just a big event? Do you ever sit there or stand there and go, I wonder? Yeah, I do that. I'm like, because I was in Solihull the other week, and there was a tiny little food fair, basically. It was like a food fair. Ainsley Harriott was there.
Oh, what a legend.
I saw Ainsley. Bish, oh, what a guy.
Hello, Jill.
Oh, he's so good. And I was standing, I was eating a hot dog or something. I was sitting there, and I was like, yeah, I could see it happening.
Yeah, it's grim, isn't it, that we think like that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I don't let it affect my sleep.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. How did we even get onto this subject?
I don't know. Crowds of people, Vegas, guns.
Vegas, guns.
Yeah.
The scary world we live in. But anyway, yes. Oh, that was it, because you were asking. Oh, I think you were asking about my purpose. I don't know.
No, I wasn't. I said, what are you doing for your 30th? You said you're going to Vegas.
That was it.
If you're on a desert island, we're going to finish with this, because I've had you way too long already. I'm missing a meal. I'm going to die. No.
Oh my gosh. Go and eat.
Okay, you're on a desert island. You have to take 3 pieces of equipment. And I'm going to share with you, once you've done yours, what Scarlett chose last time. Ridiculous choices. She's going to die within minutes, but she's going to be well fed, because I'll get to there. And she's going to have great oral hygiene. So just continue.
Okay. What would I choose? I would have a mirror, because if it's sunny
and
there's
make a
fire or something, you can make a fire, but then also you can like reflect the sun onto the mirror to get attention if there's a ship passing by or something like that.
Wow, great idea. I never thought of a mirror. You've got a few uses to that mirror now.
Exactly.
Also,
it's a multi-use.
You can snort cocaine off of the mirror.
If you had cocaine with you, that was one of your 3.
Are you taking cocaine?
I'm not taking cocaine.
Damn it.
I know.
Continue, please.
I could smell coconut water, maybe. If there's
We'll just-
coconuts on the island.
No, you just get coconut, shave it up, chop it up.
Yeah. What are you chopping it up with, though? Anyway.
Mirror, because you've broken a bit off the corner of it.
Oh my God, yes. This
Come on.
mirror is a good choice. Next, I would take... Okay, so if I took... No, because I'd have to take a charger. I was going to say something that can play music, because music's just life. But if I took my phone would die, and then you couldn't have music.
You're right.
A hairbrush, because I just can't deal with knotty hair. Like,
This is
Hagrid.
ridiculous.
I know. Look, it might be. That is a poor choice. A poor choice, I know. Yeah.
Use the fat from the coconut water and the coconut itself to wash your hair, and you make dreadlocks. You don't need a hairbrush now.
Okay, fine. I'll take the hairbrush off.
No, you've done hairbrush now, mate. Fucked it. So you've gone for a mirror, a hairbrush. So you're basically a fucking pansy, aren't you? You're gonna take some. You can take some blusher with you.
Oh no! Do I look like I'm bothered about that?
I don't know.
I would take a hat.
You've completely lost me. What, to shit in?
No, because the sun beaming down, you could be somewhere where there's no shade. You could be on a desk, and you don't want sunstroke, because then you're fucked. There's no one to look at you.
Okay.
I wouldn't take food because there's fish, there's coconuts. You can get creative. Yeah. I wouldn't take a toothbrush because you're fucked. You're not speaking to anyone. You're going to have bad breath. Oh, don't. You're judging me. I know you are.
All right. No, I'm not.
These
No,
are
I'm
good
not.
choices.
This is a no judgment area. I've already stated that. We do not judge, but I am completely judging you. Scarlett picked a toothbrush.
Okay. I can see that.
But we did specify that we could sharpen the other end so she could stab.
Yeah.
She also picked, giving her the benefit of the doubt here, she did very well. She said a knife.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to finish with her third choice here, which is silly. White chocolate.
It would melt.
White chocolate.
I mean, it is the king of chocolate, but it would melt.
White chocolate.
Was she hungry?
A toothbrush.
When you asked this question?
A toothbrush, because my teeth are like, I'm like, no one cares. They'll fall out. And, right, knife, good idea. Great. You could stab, you can slice, you can chop. And then she picked white chocolate. It's terrible.
Yeah, but Matt, I'm taking a hat, a mirror, and a brush. I've got nothing to stand on right now.
I got a taste for white chocolate halfway through prep, like I was a pregnant woman, you know, and they get like the weird cravings. Like, I've got to chew ice cubes. You heard that one? I chew ice cubes. I like an ice cube. I'm like, okay.
When people do,
weird.
Oh my God, if someone bites an ice cream, they're a killer. They are a psycho. If someone can bite through an ice cream, are you that person?
Wait. Hang on. You know the Roundtree's fruit pastel lolly?
Yes.
With the...
Yeah.
Shouldn't really be doing that. With all the colours.
Yeah.
I can...
What is wrong with you?
I cannot do it with these two. These like 4 top front teeth and the bottom 2 front.
Anyone that can eat ice cream like a solid piece of food, that
shows that their teeth are incredibly strong and healthy, and they've got no nerve issues. No, but it shows that they've got no nerve issues because they can bite through very cold things, which is that a good sign? That would be a good sign. I'm thinking about this now. I think that would be a great sign for people's oral hygiene if you can eat ice cream with your teeth. People that are listening or watching on YouTube, please comment down below or share this to your story. This is going to be our final topic. If you share this to your story on Instagram, let us know if you do you chew ice cream or do you kind of like, what would be the other thing? You would chew ice cream and you would lick?
Lick.
Calm down, please. We're not at the water.
You put it in your mouth and you let it. Oh, that's even worse what I was about to say. I'm not going to say that.
What were you going to say?
you put it in your mouth and you let the creaminess take over.
That is just disgusting. That's just wrong, isn't it?
I told you I shouldn't say it. But yeah, you just put it in, if you get it, a tub of ice cream, you just put it in your mouth and then you do kind of suck it. Like
the three name this will be the last thing we talk about. Ready? 3 foods that you would sit on your tongue and leave it there. Hang on, I go first.
Okay.
Skips, the crisps.
That was good, one of mine.
Numero uno. Second, flying saucer sherbet sweets.
Oh, yeah.
That's number 2. And cheese.
What?
Hear me out. A creamy, solid cheddar, or like a creamy, soft blue cheese. If you lay it on your tongue, push it against the roof of your mouth and just leave it there. Oh my God, you have ejaculated and climaxed many a time inside your brain.
I'm gonna have to try that on my cheese board.
Yeah, just don't slam it down your gob like a fatty. Okay, just leave it there for a minute.
In the palate.
Yeah, like whack it around a bit. Smack it around
Is it
your
not
mouth.
a bit like, when you're eating a white bread sandwich though and the white bread gets stuck to the roof of your mouth?
No, it's not like that.
Not feeling a bit like, oh, okay.
It's not like that at all. No, it's very good. So skips, you leave on your tongue.
Yeah.
Space Invaders, you kind of like suck on and hold it there. And cheese, leave it there.
Yeah.
Leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
You are so welcome. Thanks for having me on.
How would you rate your day so far? Before the podcast and now after? Here we go.
Cherry on top of the cake with this
Roll,
podcast.
please.
Do you know what it is? It was a Diet Coke before. It's now a Pepsi Max.
Gosh. Get the fuck in there. That's good. Question. Have you ever done a podcast before?
Yes, I have. I've done it. I know.
Damn it.
I know. I was very nervous for this one though.
Oh, why?
Very nervous. Because I just yabber a bit of bull sometimes, don't I?
Well, Sammy, one of my mates, Sammy, who I've had on here. That was the last episode as well. His girlfriend, apparently his girlfriend told him, "Oh, you better watch it when you go on there. You better like liven up and be a human because you're going on with Matt."
You are quite. Yeah, you've got a lot to live up to.
I'm just sitting here, just having a chat. I'm not putting any pressure on anyone. We could just come on here and get stoned. We could have a glass of wine. We could.
Oh God. Don't want alcohol in me.
Couldn't we? Huh?
Went to the Christmas markets on Sunday. I had a Prosecco. I was pissed.
I've never tried mulled wine before.
Oh.
Is it good?
Christmas. It's Christmas in your mouth.
Yeah.
Get one.
Are you a Christmas tree in November or December?
I'm a Christmas tree in December, but the first weekend of December.
Got you. Everyone's so different, aren't they?
So different. I mean, I'd have it up now if I could, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Kay, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody, on another episode of When Nerds Do Fitness. We've turned her day from a Diet Coke to a Pepsi Max, which I hope everyone who's listening or watching, that's made their day too. That's good. If you could emit a quote or a message, something to promote yourself, something to promote happiness, something to promote something. This is what I like to do with everyone at the very, very end. We're going to finish it off with, if you've got something, share it.
What, like a quote that I live by
or anything, like a mantra or something?
Live every day as if it's your last. I know that's a classic old one. And be relentless in everything that you do.
I like that. Guys, thank you very much. We will see you in the next episode. Or if you're listening, you will hear us in the next episode of When Nerds Do Fitness. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.